Hi there and welcome to Go Southern Alberta on a beautiful sunny day here in Medicine Hat. Today I'm hanging out at the Medicine Hat Tennis Club where I'm going to be speaking with a couple of the members, Ken as well as Doug, and getting a bit of a tennis lesson. So we'll learn all about the sport, all about the club, and we'll see if I can get a couple of these over the net. Well, welcome back to the show. As I had mentioned off the top, we are down with the Medicine Hat Tennis Club today. I'm joined by Ken, who's one of the coordinators of the club. Ken, I understand there are courts all over the city, but this is the actual only tennis club in Medicine Hat.
That's right. We've got courts up on Crescent Heights and in Southridge and all over the place. We even have the three very nice indoor courts at the field house that can be used in the winter. But this is the Medicine Hat Tennis Club. So this is where you've got the best courts. Courts that are maintained, and this is where you've got a very enthusiastic group of tennis players waiting to welcome anybody that comes along.
Tell me a little bit about the group of tennis players you have. You have kids, you have adults, everything in between?
That's right. We have a strong junior program sponsored by Tim Hortons, and we have 100 kids in that. And I think our youngest kid this year is 3 years old, and the oldest is 17. So we have ranges. We have the Saturday lessons for the kids, which are very popular and in different age groups. And it's a real hit. And what's fun is to see the parents out there watching their kids take the lessons and then thinking, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to keep up with my child, so I'm going to try something too. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
I think there's really something to that. In our family, it was skiing. Mom said, my kids are going down the hill faster than me. I need to keep up, so I need to join. Are you seeing the same kind of thing?
Very much the same kind of thing. And we've created a night here at the tennis club called Family Night, Friday nights. And we invite the parents, even if they're not members, to come with their child who is a member and just keep the kid occupied, hitting balls and running around and having a good old time. And it's met with some success.
So you're firing things up right away here at the club as a whole. You have a tournament coming up in May, and then you have stuff going on all summer. Is that right?
We try to have something every month, Christy. July is a bit quiet because that tends to be a big holiday month. But even in July, we have a little mixed doubles tournament. But we have different types of tournaments. We have different levels. We have mixed doubles. We have a tournament for the children at the end of the summer. We have a singles tournament, which will be starting off the competitive season at the end of May. And then we have our big fundraiser for the Cancer Society and for our junior tennis program called the Berry Shave Tournament, which is the middle of June. So yeah, something every month and something suits everybody.
So where can people get some more information if they want to take part in a tournament or find out more about the club?
Well, we have an awesome website, so I'd recommend that to people. It's laid out in a very user-friendly way, and you can just kind of take a tour through the club, and you'd be welcome to do that. Otherwise, come by some evening. We're located up here beside Crestwood Pool in the parking lot, and there's always somebody around that you can talk to. We have information in our newly refurbished clubhouse that people are welcome to check out. And just help yourself to whatever you need and look for a friendly face who will tell you what's going on here.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Ken. Today you actually brought along one of your coaches for me to give me a bit of a lesson. So we're going to get to that next. Stick around right here on Shaw. Well, welcome back. Of course, we are at the tennis courts behind the Crestwood Pool here. I'm joined by Doug, who's one of the instructors with the tennis club. Doug, you're going to give me a little bit of a lesson. Let's say I'm brand new. I think that's fair. What do I need to know and what do I need to think about?
Basically, you just show up, join the club. We have a wonderful novice program. We have a novice night. We have a novice instructor. He runs at least 1 or 2 sessions every summer. Usually whoever shows up brings some racket they found in the garage. We'll give them advice on how to choose a racket that suits them. And then basically we'll get them started, and what we're really proud of doing in the last few years is we're setting them up with a hitting buddy or a couple of hitting buddies, and that way they seem to stick around and bring other people into our club. So we're really happy about that. So.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the racket because you and I were talking earlier off camera and you mentioned somebody might just bring the racket they found in the garage, but maybe it's old, maybe it's too heavy, that sort of thing?
The technology in the last 10, 15 years is like basically comparing an old cell phone to a smartphone. Right. The new rackets are so much easier on your elbow. They generate so much more power on their own. It's like night and day, the technology we have now to even 10 years ago.
So can people borrow rackets here, or do you kind of give them some tips on what they want to look for?
We will give them tips. We actually have somebody in our club that does our restringing, and a lot of times he'll go to a Sports Check or wherever they like and help them choose a racket. We'll give advice right from juniors all the way up on what racket would suit them, what size of grip they need. And then it basically becomes personal choice of color or what they like. So
Probably pink for mine. Okay.
They do have pink rackets. So.
All right. So you have the racket. What do you need to be wearing to have a good game?
Basically, you can wear anything except we prefer that you have tennis runners. It protects the courts and it also protects you. Cross trainers, jogging runners can be quite dangerous. They're meant to go straight ahead, whereas in tennis you're doing a lot of side to side, and you can have a lot of ankle sprains or other injuries. So as long as you have a good set of tennis runners, people wear sweats, some people wear jeans. Shorts is what I prefer if the weather's nice. So.
Okay. And what are the first few things we're going to be doing in our lesson later on?
Basically, because I'm just giving you a very brief introduction, I'll start you on grip, preparation, contact of the ball, and basically when I teach juniors, I teach them three things. I teach them basically get ready to hit the ball, get ready to hit the ball.
All right. Step 1, 2, 3. I think I can do it. We're going to do that right after the break here. So stick around here on Shaw. Well, welcome back to the Medicine Hat Tennis Club courts here behind the Crestwood Pool. Doug is going to be giving me a little bit of a lesson. 5 rackets. What do we have here?
Actually, progressive tennis in North America now is really bringing kids into the program. Rather than kids of any age having to use an adult racket or adult tennis balls, we have larger balls. We have balls that have low compression that bounce a lot slower. So we can bring children in at any size with very light, different size rackets. This one is just an antique. I brought that out just to show you what
Probably the one from the garage.
Yeah, probably a 40-year-old racket, maybe even older. This is what we used to use.
Okay.
Small head, wooden, heavy. And this is how children had to learn. They had to use adult equipment. Well, now they can learn, have success right away. They're excited, they want to play, they're into it.
All right.
And then as you get older, the new technology is coming, it's getting better all the time. The rackets are lighter, they're more designed to avoid things like tennis elbow. They're easier to swing, and we can fit them up. You know, if you come out and join, we have people that will help you choose your grip size, the type of racket that might be best for you.
Okay. So one of the things we were talking about off camera, tennis elbow is a possibility. So you want to make sure you're hitting in the sweet spot in the middle. Make sure you're stretching, getting ready, limbering up a little bit too, hey?
Yeah, and if you do notice you are getting something like that, get help. Like there's lots of people in town now that you can go to and get it treated. To basically start you out as a beginner, I'd teach you 3 things. I'd teach you, get ready to hit the ball, which racket up, you're like this, you're ready. Okay, number 2, hit the ball. And number 3, get ready to hit the ball again. Self-rallying is I start you in a ready position already. You're already kind of semi-sideways. I just want you to drop the ball and then basically just let her go. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll give you a couple. You got a couple pockets there. And then I'll feed you.
I do.
Okay, turn sideways to start right away. Yep, perfect.
And
Another
the rule
one?
is get it over the net. Right?
The only sin is to hit the net. If you hit it long, we can
I
work
got
on
it
that.
over the net.
Yeah, that was excellent.
All right, so start sideways.
Drop the racket. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. We'll do a couple more and then I'll feed you a couple.
All right, Doug, well, that was fun. That was a blast. I think I got just about every ball over the net.
You did.
How did I do?
You did awesome. It's very seldom that I'll get a novice that picks it up that quickly, and I always say, you know, if you hit it long, we can adjust it. If you hit it short, we've got a problem. So you figured that out right away.
Awesome. Okay, so from here, where do you normally go? You say you want to get people hitting these things in your first lesson.
We want them to have fun, so we want them to have success right off the bat. So that's why we do a lot of balls in a very short period of time, a lot of, you know, success, and then gradually we'll work in the backhand. We want to set them up with somebody so they can have some fun. You know, hit the ball back and forth over the net once they get comfortable with that. Or we have a hitting wall. You can rally by yourself or with a buddy against any wall. And then from that point, just gradually we get them into the games, like scoring, where to play on the court. We'll run summer camps. They can come and take a camp and learn more. Just have fun.
I understand that the club rather, has something going on about 6 days a week. Novice night's Monday.
Novice night is Monday from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. You just drop by and there'll be an instructor and they'll work with you, and then basically they'll just let you go and have some fun.
Doug, I appreciate it.
I
Thank you
enjoyed
so
it.
much for the
Thank you.
lesson, and I think I may have just found a summer sport. So if you want some more information, of course, you can get a hold of the tennis club. You can look them up online. We'll be right back after this. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Go Southern Alberta, and of course thank you so much to Ken and Doug for helping me learn a little bit more about the sport, about the club, and how to play the game. If you'd like some more information, of course you can always go online to their website to find out all about those upcoming tournaments that they have, or you can find out some more information about the different events that they have during the week, especially that novice night or the family night if you want to get involved with that. While you're online, you may as well go on Facebook to find our station, facebook.com, Shaw TV Medicine Hat. We're also on Twitter at Shaw TV The Hat, or myself at Christy_Shaw TV. We always love to hear from you, hear story ideas, find out about events, and then we can get it out to our community. So once again, from the Medicine Hat Tennis Club, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.